For this lesson, I'll teach you how to solve linear systems by substitution. For the first problem we have here, it tells us y will equal this expression 3x plus 2. So what you want to do is just plug that expression into this y in the second equation. X plus 2 multiplied by 3x plus 2. And it equals to 11. Now you just have to solve this equation. And combine your like terms. 7x plus 4. Subtract 4 on both sides. And you get 7x equals 7, and therefore x equals 1. You want to plug in the x value for one of these equations. It works for both, but I'll use the first one. We already found that x is 1, and so y equals 5. So we have both values. For the second problem we have here, you can see that it was formatted differently from the first problem. The first problem told us the value of one of the variables. What you want to do here, you always want one of the equations to tell you the value of one variable. And so we can switch this one. You want to isolate x because it's already on itself. It doesn't have another constant. And so you can add 2y on both sides to isolate x and get negative 6 plus 2y. And now you can solve for this equation. Plus 6y equals 4. And you get negative 24 plus 8y. Combine your like terms, 14y. Add 24 on both sides. Get 28. 14y. Y equals 2. And now you want to find the value for x. We use one of the equations to plug it in. X minus 2, y equals 2, so I put 2 there. And we get negative 4. So x minus 4 equals negative 6. And you just have to add 4 on both sides to get the value of x, which is negative 2. Let's look at the second section. I'll show you how to solve linear systems by using elimination as well. What you want to do is find two variables that will cancel out each other. What I mean by that is if you add 2x plus negative 2x, you get 0. That's what I mean by canceling each other out. You have these two left. You want to do the same thing because we added these two to get 0. Now we just have to add these as well. If you add 3y plus 5y, you get 8y. Equals, if you add 11 plus 13, you get 24. And now you can solve for y, which would be 3. And now you just gotta plug it in, the y value, into one of these equations. So 2x plus 3, y is equal to 3, equals 11. And 2x plus 9 equals 11. Subtract 9 on both sides. 2x equals 2. And x equals 1. So you already have both values, and that's how you solve it. For some of the problems, they will give you a different format, like problem 4 here. I'll show you how to do this. You always want the format to be x plus y equals a number, and x plus y equals a number. If you see here, the first equation is already in this format, but for the second equation it is not. You just have to switch it. To leave 14 by its own, you have to isolate it. What you can do is subtract 3x and move it to this side. So you get negative 3x plus 4y equals 14. And now you can use the methods that I showed you in the beginning. So these two cancel out, they equal 0 together. So now you gotta add these two. You would get 5x equals 10. Your x value is 2. And now use one of the equations to solve the value of y. So 8. We can use 2 for x minus 4y equals negative 4. And so 8 times 2 is 16 minus 4y equals negative 4. Subtract 16 on both sides and you get negative 20 equals negative 4y. And if you divide negative 4 on both sides, you get your y equals 5. So now you found both values, and that's how you would solve the rest of your problems.